What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the 2019 Ducati V4S rebuild. In today's episode, we have a new part that we're installing on the bike, and that's this guy right here, our new radiator cap. Let's get this installed. Let's get this installed on the bike. Beautiful. All right, so that's gonna wrap up today's video with this V4. Rob, really? What? Give the people what they want. Throw some more parts on this thing, okay? Fine, okay. Jeez, just do it. Don't gotta be so harsh. I guess, let's throw some more parts on this thing. All right, guys, in all seriousness, welcome back to the channel. We are actually gonna be making some more progress on the V4 build in this episode. Just wanna mess with you guys a little bit. So back to the radiator cap situation. I actually did have to replace that. So here's our old radiator cap. You can see this number right here. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of knowledge. That 1.6, that means 1.6 bar, which is a pressure reading. And with the new radiator cap that we have on here, made sure to get a matching 1.6 right there. So this should be a perfect match for our V4. And what I'm also gonna do is I also have to throw some more coolant in here, and we are gonna get that topped off since we did replace the radiator in the last episode. Now I do also have some other parts for this bike. I have a lot more parts for this bike actually right now. We've got a new replacement rear stay right here. This was broken from the accident, so we've got that we have to throw on. I also do want to throw our new headlight on the bike as well, since we don't have anything going on up here at the moment. We do actually have a replacement handlebar with new throttle control and everything, since our wires were all messed up from the accident. I've got a new replacement one with the wires all fixed, so we can just plug and play, get that new handlebar right on there. We also have a lot of other parts. We have a Tapizeria Italia custom embroidered motorcycle seat, which is going to be going on this bike as well. That might be another episode because I don't want to reveal the color scheme for this bike just yet. But in this episode, I do want to actually get this bike to a running state, and then we will see if we can actually get this thing up and down the road, because I've only had this thing run so far. I haven't actually had it move up and down the road yet. So fingers crossed everything's good with that. So let's get to it. Let's get some new parts on this thing, and let's see if we can get this bike roadworthy and get this thing wrapped up soon. Let's do it, guys. All right, so we got our new handlebar on with our electronic throttle, and we got our kill switch here. We got our throttle routed up behind the fork into the harness right here. So now, if I fire the bike up, we should have a functioning throttle and should be able to hear this thing rev up for the first time since we've got the bike. So let's fire this thing up now and see if this throttle actually works. Nice. Throttle works. That's good. All right, so I didn't want to let the bike run too long just because we need to top off the coolant again. So now that that's running through the system, I'm going to throw some more of the coolant in the system here. Then let's run the bike up to temperature, let her warm up, and see how she looks. All right, topped off the coolant a little bit. We're going to let her run up to temp a little bit. We're going to do this for a little bit. Sounds pretty good. All right, she runs pretty good. I got it coolant topped off now. What I'm gonna do is just attach the front brake master cylinder here to the handlebar. I'm gonna tighten up the front stay because I've got that kind of loose on there right now. Tighten up any other bolts and pieces, and we're gonna try and take this thing up and down the road. I'm not gonna go balls to the walls, going super fast or anything. We're just gonna try and get this up and down, make sure it goes through the gears and everything, test it out. And then from there, we'll know it's good to throw some more parts on it. So let's tighten some stuff up and take her up for a rip. And the brake fluid reservoir is definitely not supposed to be in this direction. So we're just gonna temporarily, there we go. That's good enough for the test ride. That'll work. Alright, so she runs and rides, which is great news for us. The only thing I did notice when I was going down the road with this thing, if you come over here, I was going down the road. Forks on this bike are definitely straight. It's just as I was going down the road, my left hand is back a little bit further, which you might be able to see right here. Right hand's pretty far even with here, and then left one's a little bit further back. If you guys come over here towards the front of the clip-on, there's a little notch right in here, and that little notch is supposed to be set up with the with that little notch on the bar as well. So that's nothing huge. I can fix that real quick. So we're gonna loosen that up, shift this over and then up, right in that little groove where she belongs. And then we're gonna retighten this. And then that's pretty much the only thing that we have to do to get that handlebar nice and straight. So now, set up. Ooh, easy, easy cameraman. Oh yeah, that's way better. That's so much better. Yeah, so forks are nice and straight. It's just we had to get that handlebar realigned. That's super nice now. Throttle, it was weird riding without a grip because like my hand was like kind of slipping on there a little bit, but yeah, this is super nice. All right, guys, so as you can see, we got our new headlight on there, and we also have our new carbon tank cover on here as well. Now, I'm probably gonna get a little bit of hate in the comments for doing the cover over top of the vinyl wrap tank, but there is a reason why I did that for this bike. Now, I originally wanted to pull the vinyl off of the fuel tank and then possibly get it rewrapped or possibly painted, but the gas tank cover that I found, this is real carbon fiber. I found it for like 280 bucks. and I'll actually put the link in the description below of where I got this. It actually fits really, really nice. The reason why I didn't peel the vinyl off of the tank is because the underside of this carbon fiber is kind of rough. It's not a smooth finish, and if that was right on the finished paint, it would probably scuff it up and leave some scratches if I ever wanted to return the bike to its original look down the road. So the vinyl that's on here right now is actually gonna kind of provide a little bit of a protective covering between the rough carbon underneath and the finished paintwork. So that's why I left the vinyl on the tank as it is. But I mean, this cover is looking really, really nice. This nice twill weave carbon fiber. Glossy, glossy finish, awesome in the lighting. This thing looks super sick. Like I said, if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link in the description to where I got this one. This fitment is super, super nice. All right, so this V4 is looking awesome with these new parts installed. If you guys made it this far in the video, hit that subscribe button below. I'm trying to pass 200,000 subscribers here on YouTube. It's really gonna help this channel out, and that's gonna help me to put more videos out like this with this bike rebuild. So if you guys like this video, hit that like button also, leave a comment for me, and I will see you guys in the next one when we get some more parts on this bike. Later. In today's episode, we are going to be... We have a new part we're going to be installed...